Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Akram and you're watching Knowledge 360. In this video, I'll show you how to download and configure PostgreSQL 16 on your system. For this, I'm using Windows OS. As per your requirement, you can also choose your OS. So let's come to this download page. I'll share this link in the video description. You can open it from there. This is the official website from where we download the installer. So the we can see that the latest version, which is 16.2 for PostgreSQL version, is available now, and we can download as per our requirement. So since I'm using Windows OS, so I'll download for Windows OS. So to save the time, I have already downloaded it. So it is here of 362 MB, and now I'll start it. Okay, right click and open. Now the installer is started. Also in this video I will show you how to download the pgAgent as well, which is used for scheduling your jobs. Whatever jobs we are scheduling through PostgreSQL, it is done through pgAgent. So pgAgent doesn't come by default with the PostgreSQL. We need to choose that. So for that, as of now, for me, I'll keep it as it is the default path, but you can also change your path from here. Okay, so for now I'll keep it as it is the default one and click on next. Also, this is important step if you want to set up additional tools. As I told, I want to set up pgAgent as well because for my purpose I need that too. Okay, so I'll leave all this selected. Now click on next. I'll keep this path as it is the default path. Now I'll set the password. The password I usually set, it is root ROOT. You can set as per your requirement or the password policy, whatever it suggests good for you. Then next, the port number, you need to remember that which port number you want to install the server. This is the PostgreSQL server. When you try to access the PostgreSQL database through API, so you need to give other port. So by default for database it is 5432. In other case you have to change the port to 5433 or 5431, something else other than this one. Otherwise you will have a conflict. Okay, I'll leave it as it's 5432. Now next, and I'll leave it as default. Again next. So this is the summary page, whatever I have did the configuration. Now I'll proceed to install it. Click on next, and now the installer is ready. It takes some time for installing. To save the time, I'll skip this installation process. If you like my videos, please don't forget to subscribe my channel to get the notifications for latest videos. Also, if the videos are being helpful to you, also like the video so that it reaches more audience in the YouTube. So now here comes one important step. See, you can see here the stack builder checkbox is checked. That means I want that because I want to execute, sorry, install and download and install additional tools. So I'll keep it as it is and then I'll click on finish. It will open the stack builder. Now for which port I want to download and install those things, I'll select my server PostgreSQL 16 on port number 5432. I'll select that and then I'll click on next. So the list of application will be available, whatever the applications are. Okay, so here are there. Now in add-ons and tool and utilities we have these things, and for now I want pgAgent only, so I'll check this one. And in the database server, these are the options available, but as of now I don't need them. In the database server, if you see, always the latest version gets installed, okay, through the installer. But also if you want to install the previous versions like 15.6, 14.11, like that, also you can do those things by clicking on checkbox, and those servers will also be downloaded. Okay, and there are some other things also, some registration things are there, and special extensions are there, and for web development also we have few things. So out of all of those things I need only pgAgent. As I told in the beginning, I need it for scheduling my any stored procedure call or function call, whatever the things I do in Oracle. What happens, it comes with Oracle server itself. We don't need to download any scheduler explicitly, but in PostgreSQL we need to do that. Okay, so in my upcoming programs or videos I need pgAgent the scheduler. So for that I'll download that. Now I'll click on next. So only this thing I'm downloading. I'll change my download location. I'll select PostgreSQL. Here I'll download this file. Now click on next. Okay, now I'll not skip the installation. Mm, because I want to install with the server, with this installer only. Also if I close this, then I need to do explicitly here. Okay, so I'll not do that. I'll install with this only. Now I click on next. Okay, the pgAgent setup is ready here. Now I click on next, then next. I skipped this upgrade mode because I'm not upgrading, I'm installing for the first time. If you are upgrading, like changing to new version, then you can consider this one without removing the existing pgAgent. Okay, so this is the local host, username is Postgres, the default user of Postgres database. Then comes the password root that I have set for this port number and the server during installation of the PostgreSQL server. Then I click on next. Okay, the password I can give here. Now it's ready to install. This will not take much time, it will be done immediately. Okay, it seems it's done. Okay, so this is done. I'll click on OK. Now I'll click on finish and also finish. Now I'll come here and I'll search pgAdmin. Here is the pgAdmin 4. I'll open it. pgAdmin tool is to access the database. We can also have other tools like dbeaver and other whatever tools are available in the market, but the official tool is this one, pgAdmin, that comes with the installer itself. We don't need to install this explicitly. We can do, but it's not required. It comes with the installer only, PostgreSQL. Okay, the pgAdmin has started now. Now I can connect to the server. Okay, it comes with Postgres. It has PostgreSQL 15 because I had already installed PostgreSQL 15 in my system, but for now I need PostgreSQL 16 database only. So the password that I had set, I can click on OK. Okay, so I have connected to the database and now I can perform an SQL query. As you can see, I can write like, we know in PostgreSQL we don't need to write from dual. Okay, the timestamp is written and the pgAgent that I had installed, it is here. As of now there is no job created, and if we want to create job we can do this. Okay, that we'll see in the next video how to create pgAgent jobs, and also we'll see uh, different kind of configurations that are required when we install PostgreSQL for the first time. So subscribe my channel and like the video so that it can reach for more audience. So let's meet in the next video. Thank you, take care.